Small-Scale Women Farmers Organization of Nigeria has called on the federal government to implement gender-sensitive policies to improve food production across the country. The secretary of the FCT Chapter of SWOFON, Nnanna, made this known while addressing newsmen at an interactive forum to address emerging food security concerns. Nnanna says the late release of budget is a challenge to farming and also called for greater budgetary provision for agriculture in line with the Maputo declaration.
We actually need our gender policy to be domesticated here in FCT. This gender policy was made since 2019, but up to today, we can see here one of our directors saying that he did not know about 35% affirmative action. So which speaks that for anything that is that we are to be shared in this part of the world, Nigeria, it should be gender sensitive. That is, women should get at least 35% of the total item being shared. We are also here to remind them about the commitments at Maputo, which says that budget, 10% of the total budget should be allocated to agriculture. And in all this, we are not actually seeing things happen the way they actually committed to it. And we are speaking to the late release of budget. You agree with me that agriculture is time-bound, and when by today budget is not being released, so are we going to use this budget for what? Is it not for agriculture? If it is for agriculture, for what purpose are we going to use it now? Maybe for our men to use it and marry more wives. Because if you are to use it for farming, I would tell you the objective will be defeated. Because by now, the budget is not being released. The rainy season is almost ending. What is the percentage of people involved in dry season farming? Is very little. So it's actually affecting the process. Making money available that I cannot use at the right time is just as good as not providing at all. So we are here to establish a relationship that will actually speak to the people in charge of agriculture here in FCDA, so that the women can actually be included from the policy making to from the policy, the planning, and even execution, that the women should be carried along and get involved in every of the activities to enable us increase our productivity, our livelihood, and going forward to feed our nation. Food insecurity is now the order of the day, so we need to bridge this gap and ensure there is food security.
We pass through challenges depending on your area of location, because we are women farmers in the whole of FCT, not only in Amak here. There are some of us from Abaji, some from Kwali, some from Gwagwalada Area Council, Boari Area Council, around Kuje Area Council, around the FCT. So we're passing different challenges depending on where you are. Last year, flood affected people from Abaji, from Kwali Area Council, but it did not reach Amak. So we have been facing challenges. We have the input is on the increase, fuel is on the increase. You cannot even do dry season farming. I don't know how we're going to manage dry season farming this year, because during dry season farming we need fuel to farm our products. We need to pump water into the farm. We need modern technologies in our farming, because our waste, our bags have been aching us with the use of hoe. So we don't want to use the hoe again. So we're still looking at those are the challenges that we're facing, because nobody is helping us to get one implement to weed your farm. You know how much you're going to take, and where are you going to gather the money? Then during glut again, you will see that when food come to the market and there are plenty, you end up wasting most of your food, your farm products, because there is nobody to buy, or the quantity in the market is bigger than the buyers. So, or you sell it at giveaway prices where you will not gain anything. Those are the things, that the challenges that we are facing. Post-harvest losses. By the time you carry your goods from your farm to the market, you've lost a lot. By the time you move tomato from the harvest point to the market, you have lost a lot of tomatoes. So those are the things, the things we are facing as women farmers. Okay, look at the rain now. It has refused to go. Other things will continue. The rain, some crops that don't like rain are there spoiling in the farm. We don't know what to do. Look at, since last week now, we've been having constant rain every day. It's really affecting us as farmers. The weather condition, everything is affecting us. So we are here to seek for help. How would the government help us to mitigate on these issues and know what to do? We are expecting trainings on agroecology, how to live with this climate change that has come to be with us. We are expecting trainings on that. We are expecting them to provide inputs, early maturing inputs that will not, that will, the weather will not cut up with. We're expecting them to do that. We're expecting them to train us on processing. We're expecting them to speak to the Federal Ministry of Agriculture. Let them know what to do to mitigate this farmer stress. It's becoming too much. It's becoming alarming. The cost of inputs in the market is alarming. This year we bought fertilizer at 30,000 naira per bag. So what will you gain? How much will you sell to make up to that? And you're not going to use one bag of fertilizer. You're looking at 3-4 bags of fertilizer in one farm. We need them to really mitigate us. There are many ways. They can even teach us organic compost, making organic compost. There are many things to train us on so that it can help us mitigate this issue of climate change that we are in now.
When it comes to my secretariat, we are responsible for ensuring that all farmers in FCT are supported in every way, by way of giving them support, subsidized inputs. When I say inputs, I mean inputs like fertilizers, agrochemicals. We make sure they are available for them to be able to do their farming at the right time. And we also train the farmers. You know, we engage, we build the capacities of farmers, you know, to make sure that they take advantage of the latest innovations, you understand, in agriculture. Not everyone, you know, is aware of the effect of climate change. I think there is need for more sensitization of farmers, you understand, to know what are the real causes of climate change and what are the ways to mitigate it. What are the global best practices that has been adopted to, you know, to mitigate the effect of climate change? You understand? So there is need for more education around climate change so that even farmers know what to do to mitigate the effect. We'll do our best. We'll table it to the appropriate quarters, to the authorities. You know, that's just what we can do. We'll make sure that and we'll follow it up. It's a request they've made, and I will encourage that they also follow up. You understand, to ensure that these requests are met.